Hola. Let's talk spending, money, which is topical for me because at the moment I'm going through a phase of spending an unnatural amount of money, or an unusual amount of money. I think this is mainly due to the fact that I realise that I'm going to be spending, quite a bit of time at GS now. Previously, I will confess, I was thinking, I might not have that much longer here. I might be doing my own thing next year. So now I've got some financial certainty for the foreseeable future. That made me go a bit woo woo woo. And maybe at the same time, you could say, what with me becoming quite tired, uncertain, etc., later vulnerable, maybe I've clung to possessions as like something that I could, as like a habit to like, in the same way that I've been eating more recently. I think it's like with this Alexander Technique work, it seems to have brought to the surface almost of obvious habits and traits, and some of them are flickering and dying away, and others of them have seemed to be, the volume's been turned up. So I bought more, and then at the same time I've been considering buying more things. So like my laptop's broke. Do I buy a new laptop? Do I buy an expensive one? Do I buy a Brompton? I wanted a Brompton bike so that I can be more portable. And the other one was going and buying a motorcycle. I wanted to buy a scooter. Part of me rationalised in line with some of the thoughts in the artist's way that I read recently that, if you sort of afford yourself some, clever luxury, say, you're someone who takes the things that you make your life better and give you real joy, then that's fosters an atmosphere of sort of abundance in you. I hate that word, but it feels like, okay, I'm worthy of these things. I don't need to skimp and deprive myself. But actually, I think when I look at my life, do I really deprive myself? No, I definitely don't deprive myself of stuff that I want. In fact, there are very few things that I don't have in my life that I would quite like. And I go for my little pleasures, like a new pair of kung fu slippers down there. Only cost £5, gives me a lot of joy. Whereas, going the whole buying a Vespa and getting all the lessons, that's going to cost a lot of money, involve a lot of faff. Yeah. And in spending, it's like, I don't know, in Buddhism, there's a lot of emphasis on, not emphasis, but Buddhas are usually people who don't spend much money, or who don't have money even. The Buddhist monk is typically a beggar, doesn't take any money. When you don't have any money, then you're not prone to loving it. There's this difference between loving money and having it for things. Our teacher Mike Cross said that it's fine to have money, but to love money is the problem. The question is, does having money create the love of money necessarily? Is that how the sort of cycle of things works? Well, surely yes, because as my wages have gone up, so has my spending. And, could I afford to live? Could I live much more frugally? Yes, I absolutely could. I absolutely could. I could spend far less than I do. On holidays, on retreats, on food. I spend a bit less on food. I do think the vast majority of money I spend on things that are kind of worthwhile in some ways. I don't buy unnecessarily expensive clothes. I don't drink, I don't eat out, really. I don't spend money like clubbing, etc. I spend it on like live music events and things I love. I support that with my job. I suppose they balance each other, right? But at the same time, I'd at least be curious to see what it would be like to live more frugally. But then, I suppose that means with a different kind of job, right? Yeah. Also, I think there's something where your peers, their spending habits influence yours, and when I'm just around people at work, I end up wanting to spend more money just because that's just how people act. Yeah. I think as a sort of bare minimum moving forwards, let's not buy expensive shit. Actually, I think that the guideline is less don't spend stuff, it's don't hastily spend money. I think part of me almost leapt into just buying a laptop there because my laptop seemed a bit broken. No, let's consider purchases. There's nothing inherently wrong with any decision. There's just the rushingness that is the habit. So consider our decisions. Yes, that's the way. Finally, we got there. We got this to a conclusion. Thank you. Good night.